Hi, I'm John Fisher, and this is the catch of the day for January 28, 2022. Are your thoughts up to date? I must say, I am thrilled at the responses we have gotten to yesterday's catch about older people going downward in age and outward in relationships as opposed to the more common practice of older people to go upward in age and inward into isolation. I love what Peter said. So let your body be old, but your thoughts up to date. This is surely possible. To illustrate this, I don't have to go any further than my mother, who in her 80s used to complain about those old people around her in their 50s and 60s. I'll never forget the moment I had with her after she had pretty much lost her memory, not knowing who I was or who she was, for that matter. Yet we sat on a park bench in an arboretum and talked about what we were seeing in the trees and the colors and the sky. We were experiencing the eternal now together. I wrote a song about that experience. The lyrics are below. She was still young then. When she died at 89, a volume of women from 20 years old to middle age stood up to sing her praises in a memorial service that stretched for 2 hours as she had taught them through a Bible study and counseled them over the phone as long as she was coherent. You're only as old as you think you are. My mother was never a day over 40. And then there was an older couple, both of them acting like kids most of their lives, who heard me sing one of my early songs in 1967 in a church that had never seen a guitar in its 50-year history. They sought me out and supported the beginning of my career as a pioneer in Jesus music. They were old, but their thoughts were up to date. And there was John, who taught us the three-word phrase that should never be uttered in our lifetimes. In my day, your day is over. The only day that really matters now is today. And then Bob from Seattle introduced us in his comments to Lily Ebert, the 90-year-old young woman who has taken the TikTok audience of mostly Gen Z kids by storm, telling her story as a Holocaust survivor, number A10572. She is committed to telling her story as long as she can, and with the help of her great grandson, she is telling the world, and especially the younger generation, who are largely ignorant of the Holocaust. In reaching out to the TikTok generation, Lily is keeping a lifetime promise alive. Do we not also have a lifetime promise that must be kept alive? If Lily can be a voice of the Holocaust to a TikTok generation, can we not also be the voice of Christ to the millennials and younger, using their tools to reach them? This is John Fisher, for grace turned outward.